Need something, boss?
Why are you bothering with that junk?
Heads up.
Want to swap some gear?
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
I didn't vote for this guy.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
I would have thrown my name into that hat. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. I can't wait to see what our...
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Look alive.
Switching out your gear?
Watch yourself, boss, because we sure will be.
Come on, girl. You know we should run this place.
Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. If Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big eye? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
The new OB, huh? I reckon you're here to talk to Nisha. She's in charge.
Don't look like much to me. You want to talk? Talk to Nisha.
Hey there.
So, you're Gage's little pet project.
Watch it, lady. I'm no one's pet.
Really? Gage made Coulter, and now here you are. I'm just calling it as I see it. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. It's the only rule we need.
I bet you guys are great at parties.
Side with us, you'll soon find out. Just don't slack off when it comes to actually doing your job. We got Coulter Nuka-Town, and suddenly he forgot the big picture. We both know how that turned out. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
That thing should be shut down. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here. Never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
Are you questioning me? You're over, boss?
Not questioning. Just curious. We were wrong about Coulter. We won't make the same mistake twice.
I'm gonna do things my way, whether you approve or not.
Oh, yeah? I just have a few things for you to consider before you go off and do things your way. You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. I'll see how this goes. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
What's up?
Hey, I got something for you.
Uh-huh.
I think it's time someone learned just how dangerous we can be.
Who are we talking about here?
Raiders.
You may run Nuka World, but this is Disciple territory. We're in charge here.
Hey,
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught. If you come across any Hibologist crazies, just ignore them. Tell those freaks to stick to their camp. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Things are boring as hell. Pretty good beat down on Val. Ain't no fan playing nice
I was out of
with
smoke
others.
since you didn't want to hook me up.
Hell, in that case, she deserved it. Too fast. I've done a lot worse for a cigarette.
I remember.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
Damn, they hit this thing pretty well.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
yeah, I guess it is pretty impressive.
It sure is. You can just imagine the children smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Yeah, the Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day! Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And oh my gosh. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Bradburton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly. Wow. Not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office, is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
What's in it for me?
I was just getting to that part. Brad Burton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other inventions we find are yours to keep. So, what do you think?
You'd better make good on that promise. I'm not running a charity out here, you know.
Of course. There's a little bit more to the story, and this is the part I think you'll like. Brad Burton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other inventions we find are yours to keep. So, what do you think?
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden cappies. Just track down the clues and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
You can head on in, overboss. All what's turned up so far is that he's got that pinpoint on his arm.
So, Overloos is a vault dweller.
Or ice the vault dweller.
You can go.
Hey.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
What were you discussing when I walked in?
Well, You, Overboss. You're an unknown quantity, and we're interested in knowing who we're dealing with.
So we'd like if you answered the question.
Yes. What went through you as you crushed the life out of that oaf?
Taking down an opponent like that? It's thrilling.
Sure looked it.
Perhaps you're better suited to this than I expected. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new Overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
And what's that?
Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal, though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
And you want to explain to me why exactly I should be backing the Operators?
Because we dispense with the bullshit. My people aren't commanded by lunatic bloodlust or animal instincts. We are the only rational players around here, and would make valuable allies. So long as we know you intend to get this place back to bringing in caps.
So we want to know what your plan is.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a demand. I'm the overboss around here, and I'll do whatever the hell I want.
Of course, boss.
Whatever you say. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. But do take a little time to consider the kind of life we could all have if we put this place back to doing what it does best.
Any operator gets caught breaking a piece, I'll punish them myself, boss.
Mags.
You've got good timing. There's a job I think might benefit from someone with your strengths.
What you got?
We have an issue with the Disciples. We've turned up the name of one of their fixers. I want them convinced we'd make better allies. Make him wear this shock collar. You can either sneak up to him and attach it, or beat him into submission and then do it.
Who am I up against?
No one of consequence. I wouldn't overthink it.
I expect you to make it worth my while.
When it's all said and done, there will be caps.
Think I'm gonna enjoy that.
Good to hear. We'll be waiting.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other, though.
If Lizzie asked you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't.
I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now. No one's stopping your performance.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life. But they sure... Sure as hell we're born for it.
Over, boss. Making trouble? Good.
William normally have any brisk visitors. But you get special.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is one of
Caught one of the traders stealing food. Turned him loose outside the gate.
Hey.
Yeah, then I got
Just
in a
wanted
little
to say,
extra target practice.
no hard feelings. All right?
You never mentioned I was walking into a death trap.
I know, and I'm sorry. But if you ever cared about anyone, you'd do the same thing. I lost my real family when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traders are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
Did you ever fail to bring someone in?
Never. Couldn't afford to. Used to be me and another guy they'd send out. He thought he'd try and escape while he was out there. They found him. Made him watch as they tortured and killed 2 of our own. Then they sent him through the gauntlet themselves. After that, choice was obvious. Like I said, sorry you got caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. No one's a slave that don't want
You got to chase what you want to catch. No, I'll walk right up to it.
Most can handle this shit without bothering. You need help finding places
No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of dollars in the kennel. Okay. If you can take something, it's yours. get a closer look at you. Not sure I'm buying this new overboss thing.
You gonna be a problem I need to solve?
Slow down there, boss man. We're just getting to know each other. Name's Mason, the Pack's Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss for now, but I'm the boss of the Pack, and it's gonna stay that way. As long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Your people aren't gonna cause me any problems, are they?
The Pack does what I tell them. You don't get in my way, they won't get in yours.
Let's work together, Mason. I'm not interested in ruining your gig.
If that ain't a lie, then things may end up all right between us. Look, it ain't like anyone got broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. But Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
You don't want to be the boss?
If I thought the other gang would go along, yeah, I'd run this might happen. At least it ain't Max Black or that freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
I have big plans for this place. You'll see.
Maybe you're the real deal. We thought Coulter was the real deal, too. He's in a pool of his own blood. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. Like that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
Things could be worse. Trust me. I've seen it.
No shit. We've all seen it once. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the purpose of caps we signed up to. Ain't none of us happy. Not even the disciples. And they're normally a chip a bunch as long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast. Gage put the brakes on there. Got us together and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
So, what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. The story is that Gage talked to Coulter and became an overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised he'd get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. That had been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
I'm not Coulter, so that better not happen to me.
Yeah, sure, boss. I get it. I do. We're totally willing to give you a chance. Yeah. Look, let's cut to the chase. You wanna do right by the Pack? I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Oh, yeah, boss. Nothing for my guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the Pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect. One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up.
Pack, Let's hang out. Easy, people.
We all do our part.
Alive.
Viewpoint.
Get that pistol.
Roger that.
Grab that gun over there.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day. Every day. If you can take something, it's yours. Mason tarred and feathered the last alphas. Ain't been seen since. And it ain't smart to go asking about it.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
Yeah?
Gotta chase what you want to catch.
Welcome to the nest, boss. We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to clean up. I mean, he had it once.
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. You know how to live. The other things, done, I guess.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up against a person.
The overboss returns. Well, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
All the gangs are on board.
I knew you had it in you. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what? That'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
Why? What's in it for you?
For the love of... Ain't you been listening? I'm the one that sold this whole idea to the gangs. Shit goes south, it ain't just your head they're gonna want on a stick. I like my head where it is, so if I can do anything to help keep it there, I'm gonna. So, what's it gonna be? We doing this together, or not?
Tag along if you want. You might learn a thing or two.
Oh, now this I gotta see.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
I just want to trade a few things.
Very well. Help yourself. exceeding the maximum recommended payload for a ground unit, soldier.
Might want to drop some of that shit you're lugging around. What's up, boss?
Look alive, Gage.
You need something, boss?
Hey, got any gear for sale?
Yeah, here you go.
Hey.
Need something from me? Hey, boss.
Have any gear I can buy off you?
Yeah, boss. Here's everything I got. Sometimes, works in your favor. The sheep see you come. Let them sweat, get nervous. They make mistakes.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up? Okay, boss.